Going on to you Virgos out here? Hope y'all are having a great day. They doing a bunch of wildness outside. I don't know what they doing. Uh, they doing a bunch of wild stuff out here. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. They doing a bunch of wildness out here. I don't know what's happening. I guess somebody must have called the fire department. But the point is, what's going on to you Virgos, right? Y'all already know. Y'all been here on this channel. Y'all already know. I live in the hood. I live in New York City. So this is the city that never sleeps. There's always something happening here. So anyway, the point is that what I'm trying to say is that you have the Justice, the Seven of Wands, and then you Virgos have the Seven of Pentacles. So the situation with that is that a lot of you have to essentially figure out, a lot of you Virgos right now, there's a sense of internal peace that a lot of you Virgos have, where a lot of you very much so are planting the seeds for your empowerment. A lot of you Virgos are setting yourselves up for success in the future. A lot of you are not necessarily preoccupied with finding love per se. That may be on the list of things that you have to do, but I honestly see that there's a lot of you basically that a lot of you want to accomplish something. A lot of you Virgos want to be in a position of wealth and power. And a lot of you Virgos want to be able to live in a way that's sustainable for you in your own way, right? So because of this, a lot of you Virgos very much so are able to actually be real with yourselves enough to understand what it is that you Virgos need to do, instead of acting like it doesn't exist and pretending that you don't have any problems. I honestly see a lot of you Virgos are tackling those problems head on, right? If it's a wealth problem, if it's a this problem, if it's a that problem, I see that a lot of you Virgos are addressing that problem. Like, okay, let's actually address this. Let's actually, give an answer to this overall question, right? And the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups right here speaks to how a lot of you are not necessarily really dropping dimes on your own life, right? We're not talking about snitching. We're talking about really, a lot of you Virgos are keeping your cards close to your chest, as I've been saying. And what I mean when I say that, I'm talking about it from a perspective of like Virgo is like a, I don't know, like Virgo is like a butterfly, in a sense of Virgo is like the ugly duckling that starts off kind of like ugly or unattractive. And then if you sleep on Virgo, behind the scenes, Virgo is a hustler. Virgo is a person on either side, is a person that is working their butt off behind the scenes to actually put their nose to the grindstone, to actually make something happen. So there's a sense of now that when you Virgos glow up and you do something, right, and people look at you and they see you as attractive, it's like, this is work. This is the product of work. Because a lot of you Virgos don't really have a lot of the information, right, as to how to make yourself swagged out, handsome, pretty, attractive, beautiful, right, admired. And then a lot of you Virgos observe other people and you do the work behind the scenes, and now you Virgos actually become that. So the thing is that a lot of you are content being in the shadows right now, being quiet, working behind the scenes, making all your dreams come true, trying to make your dreams come true, right? Trying to make big goals actually come true, come alive, right? Whatever you want to call it. And The Three of Pentacles now and the Ten of Wands right here represents how a lot of you very much so on some Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, right? Hold on a second, just making sure. Yeah, you need to be aware of your surroundings at all times, fam. There's always some nonsense going on in this neighborhood, so you need to, you know what I'm saying? But for all those people who don't know what it's like living in my part of the neighborhood, if you stay here long enough, you'll understand that there's always something going on in this neighborhood. So you'll understand. Like, people will come to the channel and be like, yo, what's going on outside or whatnot? That always is happening here constantly, no matter what time of the day it is. So anyway, the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands represents how, and since that's the case, you being very content with who you are and where you are in your life, and as much more specifically, being content with delaying instant gratification to where it's not instant gratification, and wanting to essentially party later and work on what it is that you Virgos have to do so that you don't have to do it later. Because a lot of you, because we've all seen those types of people who have gotten to a certain age. They're not young, right, per se. They're in their 40s. Now, you're not necessarily the oldest person living on the planet, but you're not the youngest person as well. And it's like they don't have anything. They don't have any resources. They're poor. They're struggling. They're poor. They're living hand to mouth. They got to beg other people to go ahead, and it's real dysfunctional. It's like, how are they going to eat? And that's the question for the day. How are they going to particularly eat? So the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands represent, I honestly see that a lot of you Virgos just see that you've wasted, you're content. You've wasted a lot of time trying to be in love. The love stories didn't work. The love stories didn't necessarily end a particular way that you would have wanted it to. So it's like I'm just seeing how a lot of you Virgos are on the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have the Lovers, right? Like you're going for the gold. You're looking to be in the sun. And what I mean by that is you Virgos are looking to be highlighted, right? Like, a lot of you Virgos sat back so much times and you looked at other people get the spotlight. And a lot of you Virgos are not necessarily looking for the spotlight per se, right? But it's more so in the sense of, for people who could see it, they could see it. For people who can't, then it is what it is. So, but anyway, so let's clarify the Lovers. So to clarify the Lovers, you have the King of Pentacles, the Justice, the Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and then you have the Fool card. It's almost like the King of Pentacles, the Justice, the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like you Virgos have something to prove. Almost. I'm not saying that you do, but it's almost like you Virgos have something to prove. Like, it's almost like you spent so much time people getting praises for the love and the attention that you Virgos should have had. And while you Virgos didn't have anything, nobody wanted to actually be around you and actually watch you come up as you come up. And they actually see, like, this is real. They see the grind. They see the progress. They see the hustle, right? They see the when I mean hustle, I'm talking about they see the the progression. They see how it wasn't easy to be in a position that you're in, but they actually see you going through the struggles, being patient, working your butt off, burning the candles at both ends, missing a couple of nights of sleep. And you wanted that to be a part of the journey, right? Where you make it with somebody that you already have. But I'm just seeing how a lot of people didn't want, people don't want to suffer. People don't want to go through it when when it's game time, so to speak, when it's time to actually be about that. People don't want that. They talk like they do, but everybody is for themselves. And a lot of you Virgos see that, and it's almost like you Virgos almost have something to prove, where it's like, well, you one of the hardest workers, you one of the hardest individuals, like you are. It's just that you Virgos are one of the quietest people. It's almost like you want people to look at you. It's almost like Virgos are a sleeper zodiac sign, where it's like all the other zodiac signs get talked about, and us Virgos are kind of like sitting around in the class just observing. We don't really have anybody to talk to, but we're just peeping game and observing. And whenever it is that we're ready to say something, it's like, yo, I never even heard this person speak. Like, when does this person actually speak? Like, what's up with? So now the thing is that the Chariot and the Fool right here represents you Virgos are just other people. Like I said, other people want your spotlight. They wanna find asking questions. They want to find out what's going on with you. And the Fool represents you Virgos are being true to yourselves. Because a lot of you Virgos are not afraid to be who you are. I don't think I've talked about this pre-recorded before, but like my friends, I used to hear so many times people used to tell me, yo, when we talking to some chicas, don't you dare start talking about that weird stuff that you be talking about and stuff like this. They used to say it is weird, right? Meanwhile, all the individuals or whatnot now come to find out they into astrology. They like finding out about zodiac signs. So I'm like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that all I had to do was talk about zodiac signs and all this stuff that I'm interested in anyway? And you mean to tell me that these individuals had an interest in this? I'm like, this is what it is that I get for listening to people. So all this is doing is just having you Virgos be more of yourselves, instead of feeling like you have to fit in to be normal and all this other type of stuff. A lot of you Virgos are like, you gonna do you. You gonna be about it. You gonna, however it is, you gonna do you. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. We're coming up on 16,100. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Also, too, please come through and get my readings and stuff like that, so I can most definitely keep the channel going. If I didn't already say that, would really appreciate it if you would. There's a link in the comment section below if you'd like to contact me for a personal reading.